Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video, we are taking a look at Nvidia stock. So, we are having earnings of Nvidia next week. The thing is that until then, at least in the current structure, Nvidia, is it a still a buy here, or is this showing us signs of weakness? Today is a good candle, so we'll talk about that as well, because does this brings back some bullishness in the price action of Nvidia. So let's talk all about that in this video. Let's identify the important structures, the levels, the price action, and how high or can Nvidia continue lower, high or lower. What's possibly going to happen with the price action? So let's talk about all of that in this video. Once I also let you know, none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. All right, so Nvidia has been lately on the decline. I'm going to use my tools as usual. So on the overall structure that is on the daily interval, I just turn on my tool. We have been in the bearish structure over here. All right, along the ways, we have gotten the bullish structures. When the structure is bullish, you trade bullish. When the structure is bearish or negative, you get out of your long position, especially in this case for any bullish play that was taken, and then you trade either to the short side or just stay away based on your comfortability. Now, that being said, Nvidia is though showing us some bounce at one of the good important areas today, that is at $183. It was quite low before that, but it's showing us some bounce. Now the thing is that I'm using the word bounce. I'm not saying that it's bullish because it's a bounce. For this thing to become overall bullish, again, as I just showed you on my tools here on the overall structure as well, we need to see a green candle form. Right now, we are not seeing any of that. And also on the hourly interval, if we go over there, we are in a good rebound. Why so? Let's turn on this another tool of mine again. And we are still below that cloud, as you can see. Okay. And though we are turning the red structure on the multi-day side into the green structure over here, I'm on the passive mode of this tool. Now there are multiple modes and that you can choose based on your trading style. It will help you to properly size in and out the position, short or long, where to start it, where to exit, everything. It will help you in all of that. Now, this is where, though we are starting to turn into the rebound bullish, it's a rebound only, which is different from full on bullish structure. So what we have to see on the hourly interval is getting above the cloud while staying in the bullish green structure, which is a rebound right now because we are below the cloud, and also overall structure is still red. Once those both two adds up as green, that's your confirmation that it's a more strengthful bullish structure. And until then, yeah, sure, if you want to trade a rebound, trade the rebound, but with a small position on the bullish side, right? Because overall structure hasn't yet confirmed. Once both sides confirm, you can add more to the position or carry on your this multi-day position longer, right? But the point being, Nvidia is just rebounding right now. And if you need access to all these tools, just check out the details in the description of this video. Now, here we are. Nvidia, as it's rebounding, does it has a room to continue to rebound from here? Yes, it does. As long as we can continue, and well, as long as we don't lose 185 to 184 again, pretty much around that zone of the yellow zone as well, part of that, we will be fine. Nvidia does have a room to continue in the rebound, but as I say, right now it's a rebound. Proper full-on bullish strength may still take a day or two, and maybe by this time, by the time earnings would drop, we'll have more clarity, because earnings will definitely define the price action in its own way. But anyhow, it's a rebound. A rebound has a possibility to stay into the rebound, that is until even 184 to 185 at this point. But definitely it has a room to do one pullback, and or as if it can just straight away break out above 191, that's where we will get above the cloud as well, which is pretty much adding on to the strength. So, but yeah, so we are doing a test here into the rebound, and definitely it is trying to stabilize itself. So yes, it's a good bounce, good price action on Nvidia. So if you are doing a short on this thing for any reason, just, I mean, using the tools, then you gotta know once the structure starts to turn green, you gotta start getting out. And in the extensions, as I always say, either direction, in the extensions, you gotta size down, especially when the rebound is a little bit beginning, right? So anyways, so this what is helps. And as this is as per the price action on Nvidia is what we are watching. And even on the 5 minutes interval, let's take a look at that as well. And even on the 5 minutes interval, it's a really good price action today on Nvidia. And let's turn on the tool again, that one. I mean, there are multiple tools, guys, but I'm using this one as to for the trading purposes. But you can combine this with other tools as well that are already on my screen. So yeah, Nvidia, this was our bullish trade today. Also above the cloud, this is where take profits, a little bit of a pullback. That's okay. We are above the cloud, so this is your time to stay away or take profits, and then second reload and continue. And this is where you take your second profits, easy peasy. And then you can also combine the are we getting to the top for the day is by using the of another tool like average range, closer, getting closer to the today's range, right? So this helps into knowing, okay, we are tapping out for the day at least. So this is for the day trade, swing trade, long-term trade. Use the tools for everything you like, right? Okay, so this is as per the price action. Now let's take a look at a bit on the news side of the thing. So Nvidia is still technically maintained overweight by Wells Fargo. Now, I'm not a big fan of what analysts have to say. I trade with the price action, and but I'm just going over what analysts are saying. So Wells Fargo says overweight, and they raised actually price target to 265 from 220. And then we also have Key Bank maintains the Nvidia's price target to $250 at $250. And then also we have Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley also maintains Nvidia at overweight, but they just raised their price target from 210 to 220. So not that high, but still they are saying a overweight. So anyways, that's pretty much what I had for you guys in this video. And with that, I'll see you in my next video. So, well, wait, one more thing. And I am starting a new service. If you're interested to follow along my portfolio as I make the buys and sells, you can join the free waitlist. And a link to this form will be in the description of this video. And in coming weeks, we'll send you more details on how you can access this service. All right. With that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.